Welcome to my iRacing journey. iRacing is generally known for being the most successful driving simulator game there is. However, I knew this journey wouldn't be easy, but together we'll experience the highs, the lows and everything in between as we progress through the ranks. We are going to start this journey in the MX-5 on Laguna Seca. The MX-5 is generally known for its accessible performance and should be a great car for me to learn this driving simulator. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Before I raced online, I knew it was time for a long practice session. Nailing down the basics was a real struggle, even though I knew the track like the back of my hand from playing Forza Motorsport. Keeping the car on the road and clocking in the clean laps felt like an uphill battle, especially during those first few stints. Eager to up my game, I turned to YouTube for some guidance.
Before getting the car turned around again. Once you're in the middle of the corner, I'll bring the car over to the left to open up turn 3. If you're on the curb, you've gotten it right. You want to be all the way using off it again, and just before the curb ends, I want to be off it before you're in the middle of the corner.
I was really overwhelmed with all this new information, but if I really wanted to get better, I just simply had to put in the time, so it was back to the track. After around 50 laps of practice, I finally felt comfortable enough to race my first online race.
Green, green, green. Got 10 laps to go.
The main goal of my first race was to put everything I've learned into action on the track. But it wasn't just about executing perfect laps. It was also about adapting to the dynamic nature of competitive racing. And just as the race began in my first lap, this happened. I tried to stay clear of the car that's in front of me, but I simply didn't brake soon enough and reacted way too late. And I pretty much messed this guy's race up, which wasn't my intention. Luckily my car didn't have any damage and I could continue the race. After one lap, the guy that I crashed into managed to catch up with me again.
Clear on the left.
He kind of missed his braking points and I had a little room on the inside to make the move again.
Right side.
The battle with this guy went on for several laps. Luckily he didn't hold any grudges against me and raced clean.
Clear, left side. Stay on the right.
There were moments of slight contact, but it was all part of the learning curve.
Stay on the right.
I was still honing my skills and gaining experience on the track.
Keep to the right. Clear.
I quickly learned that this corner was one of the best overtaking points on Laguna Seca. If you have a really fast exit on this corner, you could carry the speed through on the main straight and stay on the inside and make your move on the next corner.
40.665. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
I waited for him to brake just for me to brake a little later and take the inside of the corner and make my move.
Still there.
Luckily the other guy made a mistake and we were clear of him. But moments later, disaster struck. I downshifted into second gear when the car was a little bit unstable and I simply lost it. After this accident there wasn't really anything that happened and I finished in 4th place.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
As my confidence on the track grew, so did my willingness to take risk. To push beyond my comfort zone and to embrace the challenges that lay ahead. No longer content to simply follow in the footsteps of others, I began to carve out my own path. Let's watch some of my favorite highlights. After 9 accelerating races, the thrill of victory remained just out of reach. Despite a string of commendable finishes, I wasn't able to bring it home. I felt more and more comfortable each race and knew that the win was possible. After 6 days of racing, I only had 1 day left before the track switched on iRacing. If I wanted to win a race, I knew it had to be today. After a decent qualifier round, I managed to start third,
Green flag,
so not
green
too
flag.
bad.
Great job, 10 to go.
Oh, that guy had a really bad start. So we're already up in second. Alright, let's try to keep it clean here. We don't want to have any contact on the first lap. Just trying to stay in the top group. And let the cars spread out a little.
Clear.
The car in front didn't have the fastest turn. Ooh, the guy behind me is making a move.
Left side.
Let's give him some space.
Still there. Clear on the left. Left
Gave him a
side.
little bit too much space, and the fourth guy is there as well.
Keep to
I
the
have to
right.
give him some space, otherwise we
Clear on
would
the
crash. Not the best start for me, but at least we're still in the top group. Oh, he made a
Left
braking
side.
mistake, let's go.
Clear.
Alright, now we're free from the front two guys and the guy behind me. So now I can just focus on my own race and gain some time. Overall, the first lap wasn't too bad, we're still in the same place. We still have a long way to go to
Back in
catch
third.
up though,
Keep hustling.
so let's do our best here. On the midsection of the third lap we are already a lot closer. And the red car dives up the inside. He has the better line. We are still at the beginning of the race though, so for now I'm just following. And the guy in front feels the pressure and makes a huge mistake.
Go right.
Okay, now it's just me and the red car. Hopefully we have better pace than him.
You're in second position right now.
At the end of the same lap, we're approaching my favorite corner. I always manage to gain time here. And we're almost behind him. Now we just have to wait for the perfect moment to strike.
You just set the fastest lap.
Don't make any mistakes. And keep it clean and composed. That's something I learned from my previous races. When you push, you always make the mistakes.
The car in P8 just set the fastest lap. 38.563.
And especially since we still have like 5 laps to go, there is no need for me to push this guy so hard. If I'm confident in my driving abilities and I know I'm faster, why should I take the risks now? I'd rather take the risk later. And if I make the move now, he still has like 5 laps to overtake me. So now the pressure is on him and I can just coast along for the ride. The perfect position for now. I know I'm faster than him on this corner, so let's see what he does. He doesn't brake check me, but it wasn't that far off. It's a smart move though. because this is the biggest opportunity for me to overtake him.
You got 5 laps to go. Podium is looking good. Left side.
And I'm trying to take my car on the outside here. I'm getting a little bit impatient. I know this race is gonna be close, because his pace isn't that far off from mine. I think I'm still faster though. This is definitely not the corner you want to be overtaking, so let's ease off the gas. And again he brakes earlier than you're supposed to. I have to get past him somehow. Let's try to get on the inside. He keeps defending it.
Car on your left.
Keep getting pushed out on the outside. And I know I can't make the move stick.
Stay on the right. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
Alright, so we have still 3 laps to go. I still have to find a weak spot in his defense. I hope I can find it. I think after this lap it's time to put the pressure on. I can feel the tires are getting a little bit slippery. So I have to watch out for it. Let's look on the inside if it's possible.
Right side.
And he just closes the door again. I'm getting a little bit fed up with it, to be honest. I do understand him though. I've been on his tail for like 5 laps, so I think he knows I'm a little bit faster. And I was hoping he would make a mistake, but this guy is fairly consistent. So I think I kinda have to force my way in with this guy. One thing I have to give this guy that he is a really good defensive driver. I simply don't have the space to overtake him at any time. Alright, now we're heading to the second to last lap. I think realistically I have to pass him on this lap, because the last one is probably going to be overly defensive. I think my best chance is to scare him a bit. The only way I win this is if I force a move, I think. Alright, this needs to be an aggressive turn. I kind of forced my way in, but this time he leaves a little room luckily, and I can get past him.
Stay on the left.
So now we only have one
Clear
lap
on the
of
right.
defending to do. It should be possible.
You're in first.
He almost sends it up the inside, but luckily I saw it soon enough. Now I just have to drive defensively for one lap. That's why I waited so long with overtaking.
Car right. Still there, hold your line.
All I have to do is just cover the inside line, and I should be alright. And now he's trying to force his way through. I know I was a little bit slow, but I just have to keep the inside. It's the last corner. And we managed to win it. Our first win in the first 10 races that I played this game. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for following my iRacing journey. From the initial struggle to keep the car on the track to our first win. It's been a remarkable adventure. With an iRacing rating of 1900, I'm proud to call myself in the top 20% of all iRacers. Not too bad for the first week. So what do I think of the game? I think the game demands a lot of time to build up your confidence and stay consistent on the track. And that's coming from someone with prior sim racing experience. But if you put in the time and look up detailed techniques on YouTube, you can improve rapidly. For in-depth tracks analysis, I recommend Erilla. And for general car handling tips, I recommend Suellio Almeida. Both their channels have been linked in the description. Starting out in iRacing can be daunting, but if you put in the time, iRacing can offer one of the most exhilarating experiences in gaming. If you like the video, like it. If you don't like the video, don't like it. I'll see you guys in the next video.